Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1, and as you can hear, my voice is kind of gone already. Do you know what I'm saying? I had a sore throat. But I said, fasting, all of that. Do you know what I mean? I was thinking, no, let me just do what I want to do. Let me just watch the game and we'll just get through it. We'll get through it. I'm watching the game and we were the better team in the first half. We were the better team. Overall, we were the better team. But I have to speak about this one thing, baby. I've never done this before, and that's probably it might be the only time I ever do it. Why is it we're not allowed to be physical, bro? Why are our games always refed one-sided? If we're physical, we get cards. If the opposition's physical, they get away with it. How many times, bro? How many times? And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, cool, yeah, we should have created more opportunities. Yes, we had good opportunities, especially, and the better opportunities in the second half. But in the first half, Sanchez made that dumb mistake that Gyökeres couldn't do anything about. And Raya made the same mistake, if I'm not mistaken, where Zubamendi passed it back to him. It was more Zubamendi than Raya, but he made a mistake, etc., etc. It's fine, whatever, right? We were the better team. They were sitting back from early on in the game. They tried it. We'll pass it through the lines. Boom. Now let's just get it. Palmer, generational stinker today. Generational stinker. Someone of his quality should be doing much better. Should be doing much better. And look, I'm calling out Palmer from now. Before anyone says you've never called him out. No, I've called him out before and I'm calling him out again. Generational stinker. Over-hitting passes, under-hitting passes, not making the right decision, not releasing the ball early. Do you know what I mean? But it goes back, because guess what? We got another red card. Do you know what I mean? If I show you the scoreboard, we got another red card. We got another red card. And I was being told, you know what? Whatever. I saw the lineup and I was like, okay, this is the lineup I kind of wanted to see. I didn't want to see Palmer on the right, on the left. I wanted to see him on the right, innit? But either way, whether he was in the middle or the right, he just didn't do enough. Didn't release the ball when he should have released it. Didn't, like, always the certain times where he could have turned on a player, kept the ball, he was going to be going into space and he just passes it, just ends up doing a 1-2. So I was back in the lineup. Do you know what I mean? He done well. Obviously, the ball hit off him from the corner. And I was saying, if you look at that corner, I said, yo, he's free. Zubamendi's free at the back post. There's not enough people there. Do something. Joey was saying, make sure you at least put a couple of players outside of the box. So maybe, Arsenal doesn't end up putting players in, not all their players in our box. Let's try it. It hits one of our players and it goes in 1-0. We go and score the other side as well with our corner. But before we scored, guess what? Gabriel was pulling on João Pedro, didn't get a card. Do you know what I'm saying? Hincapi could have got a card for kicking the ball away and whatever he done before, didn't get a card. Like, it doesn't make sense. I went downstairs to eat my food and come back, bought my food with me to make sure I don't miss the rest of the game. Missed a couple of opportunities, I think, from João Pedro and someone else. But like I said, threatened the goalkeeper, put the ball in the box. And when we did that at the end, we got a goal, but it was offside. Arsenal didn't do anything. They were at home, sitting back at home. I said, put more pressure on them, bro. And you could tell it's an individual quality thing. Hato did really well. He did really, really well, bro. Came on and I said, play him. He got the start and he showed that he can do his thing. Obviously got the yellow early. That he had Saka falling around the whole game. He got a yellow, I think, for kicking timber. But the referee was just calling fouls that weren't fouls. Rice handballed the ball and he was holding, I think it was Jaro Hato like this. And then he lifted his arm up, hit the ball. No, not even checking VAR. At least check, because then if you double check and you say, yo, I'm not giving it because of X, Y, and Z, then we can all say, you know what? Fair enough, I'm saying? He's giving his reasons. It is what it is. But no. Of course not. Of course not. No. Of course not. We all had to do is make sure you defend the corners and just keep getting at them. Keep going at them. I think Ezo had a shot that Raya saved. And other than that, like, the game was just dead, bro. Every time a little stoppage here and there for things that weren't stoppages, and then he decides to send off Neto. One tackle, I didn't even know he had the first yellow. No one could tell me he had the first yellow. No, we didn't get a little thing telling us Neto got a first yellow for him to get a second yellow. All I know is I saw the yellow card, and then I keep seeing him reach into his pocket to put the other yellow card, the red card out. And I was thinking, like, what's going on with him? Like, why is he pulling out both his cards? Maybe he's going to write it down. And then he pulled out the red card, and I was like, wait, what? Oh, people are going to keep saying it's a disciplinary issue. Bro, we did not even see that he got a yellow card in the first place, bro. Even Neto didn't even look like he knew he got a yellow. So it's not like I'm making it up. Like, I didn't even know. We were the better team. We had the Garnacho thing at the end when he came on, had the little cross that ended up still going on target, which was a good cross because you still want to make sure that it goes on target if no one else gets a tap in. And guess what? On that same phase of play, João Pedro gets taken out. So who's the mad one then? We don't even know what to expect. I was being told I'm crazy for saying that 6 of my players get into a combined 11 of Arsenal. How can I be mad, bro? They literally, their opportunities were the corners. Like, their opportunities were the corners. And then I think the Eze one and Saka when he shot from outside the box or something. Besides that, nothing. What about the one where it deflected and Sanchez went out to catch it? The ball was still in, they gave it as a corner. Maybe that's the one they scored from. But Sanchez is another one. This when I tell people, listen, Sanchez has been great this season, but I can't trust him. Why do you think I've been saying that? Because I'm a hater? Or is it because, maybe I actually know about some of the things that he does? So, listen, man, this is a game that we could have easily we should have gotten 3 points out of this game. And when I look at it and say we got robbed, I don't mean we got robbed like we're winning and we got robbed. Like, not like that, but we didn't need to get it was more difficult for us with 10 men. And even then we looked like the better team. So I don't know, man. Listen, I don't know. I'm highly disappointed. I think the quality again shown, like our quality shown again that yeah, we could play better here and there, but still doing good enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? João Pedro did well holding up the ball and all that stuff, causing Gabriel problems, but Gabriel didn't get a yellow till probably the end of the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. In my opinion, the game was ruined by the refs as well. You know what I'm saying? Not just by the ref. You know what I mean? At least this is what I usually say: check the screen. The VAR and there are there. The VAR and the screens are there to check in case you made a mistake, bro. You know what I mean? And so you don't end up taking away from a team that doesn't deserve to be. Something doesn't deserve to be taken away from them, bro. But no, we don't want to check. We don't have to check. I mean, even at the end, the lap didn't even foul the guy, bro. The guy come across him, but we didn't get the same foul that they got. It's unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. But at the end of the day, a mixture of that and our stupidity in terms of our back, like what we did at the back, like Sanchez, bro. He kicked it to the opposition. He tried to do the little mess up thing, and he was lucky that Gyökeres is rubbish, couldn't get to the ball. Tried everything. Fair enough, he made some good saves. I think the Eze one, was a good save. But other than that, like, he was daydreaming in the box when the corner came in, and then he was trying to say, check VAR, or check, what do you mean check VAR? He literally did this, and then he looked back again, and then the ball went in, and you're daydreaming. Points thrown away. Like, again, points thrown away, bro. You can blame everyone, the refs, the players, everything. And if he was going to bring on Tosin, why didn't he bring Tosin on before the corner? Why is he bringing on Tosin after the corner? At least the little thing that I saw, Lavia showed levels again when he came on. Do you know what I mean? And besides that, it was Lavia, Neto was poor, Enzo Fernandez, I think, did well. Caicedo done really well. Do you know what I'm saying? Had that shot as well in the second half where he could have, you know what I'm saying, had that shot. Garnacho had that one little cross that looked like a shot, but it's a cross when it didn't get to anything, but he done that at least. Hato done really well. Sarr done well. I didn't even think he needed to be taken off. Chalobah done his thing. Reece James done his thing. Like, yeah, I don't think we deserve to lose the game, bro. The least we could have come out and this was a draw. The least we deserved was a draw. But when you don't do your job, this is what happens, innit? Make sure you're liking and subscribing. I'm out, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm out. And hype the video as well. Hype the video. Ah, man. Long.